Hey guys, how's it going? I wanted to jump in here real quick and cover something with you. Um, so, there has been a deadline set for Iran to open the Straits of Hormuz, and it has been extended multiple times. They have not done it. They've done nothing but cause problems, make threats, cause issues. I mean, they opened it at one point, let tankers through, and then attacked the tankers. Well, their new deadline is midnight tonight to open the Straits of Hormuz and back off. They have shut off all communication. Now, this isn't the people of Iran. This is the government. So Trump said, "I'm coming after your bridges, which are your supply lines, and your power plants. We're gonna shut the country down." And so they decided to go find some civilians that were friendly to them. So far, it looks like only one power plant has people around it, but they volunteered to go and stand around it. They're not holding them against their will. And Trump said he's made this known. It's been all over the news. A civilization may die tonight. Whether the nuclear option is on the table, I have no clue. I don't think for 1 second that he is not going to, if he makes a threat like that, he's not going to make good on it. Especially since they have the ability, if they get their little thing back up for their nuclear material to process it, 12 days and they'll have the ability to put nuclear material in missiles. This is well-known facts. And they've bragged about it recently. So they can reach Paris, they can reach all kinds of places. So what could happen tonight is actually very important that it does happen. Oh man, they sound harsh. But here's the thing. People volunteered to be there. They volunteered to put themselves in harm's way. Now, a vast portion, in fact, the largest portion of the Iranian society, that they don't want nothing to do with any of this stuff. They want this government gone. So they're asking for help. And so, we're not going to target innocent civilians. We're targeting the key points of infrastructure to bring this nation to its knees, this terrorist nation to its knees, and all the people with them. Now, I don't know what's going to unfold or how this is going to entail. I do know that they are already doing strikes. They're just waiting for the big stuff. It's going to happen at midnight, but they're already performing strikes. They're already hitting bridges and key points. So the mission is underway with the crescendo going to be probably at that midnight time, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to get them to say, hey, we need to pull back because we can't be messing with these guys. But you have to understand, these people, I fought them in Iraq. These people, all they want to do is destroy everything, even themselves. They don't care. And so this move is a power move, and it needs to happen. Now, I want to dip into some scripture real quick. We're going to read 3 verses out of Daniel 8. Remember, I told you guys, I think this is Daniel 8. I have for several years, and I've shown the reasons why. Well, listen to what these 3 verses say. And as I was considering, suddenly a male goat came from the west, across the surface of the whole earth without touching the ground. And the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. Now, Daniel 8 says this is the nation of Greece or Grecia. Well, Greece can't do anything. They don't even have, I don't even know what kind of military they have. It's not much. They can't do this. So it's not Greece. It's a nation like Greece. So I think this is one of those mysteries in the Bible. With a notable horn between his eyes. Well, in the Bible, horns are leaders. Or they're leaders, they're governments. Then he came to the ram that had 2 horns, and the ram is Iran. You can look this up. It's real easy to tell. Which I had seen standing beside the river and ran at him with furious power. In the King James, it says he attacked him in the fury of his power. This military operation is called Operation Epic Fury, and I find that interesting that that's the wording they use. And I saw him confronting the ram. That's what we've been doing, confronting Iran. He was moved with rage against him, attacked the ram, and broke his 2 horns. There was no power in the ram. Taking down power stations. I mean, there's nobody there to help them. A lot of their military has been wiped out. There was no power in the ram to withstand him. but he cast him down to the ground and trampled him, and there was no one that could deliver the ram from his hand. I think we're witnessing that right now at this very moment. And if everything goes the way it's been going, because they've made it pretty clear, they're ready for it to come. They're like, come on. And what they're hoping is that we're going to be weak. And because there's at least one power plant has a human shield around it, because we're weak, we're going to back down. I don't think it's going to happen. I think those people are probably going to get taken out. And that's just me. The language is different. The resolve is there for sure. So pray for our brothers and sisters that are in Iran. This is something that has to happen, unfortunately. And, you don't want loss of life, but this is something that has to happen. And throughout the Bible, in the Old Testament, this was something that happened fairly often. You had to wipe out entire civilizations. And again, the wording is very, very interesting, how the words they're using. So we'll keep our eyes open and we'll see what happens. But I think this is it. I think we're witnessing what these 3 verses are talking about. I think we're witnessing it right now. And if you read on in Daniel 8, it explains what Daniel 8 is talking about. And it literally sounds like it's talking about what's happening at this very moment. So I think that goat with a notable horn, I think that's us. And if you keep reading, it gives you some very interesting information. I have a bunch of videos on this. You can look those up. Yeah. Let's keep our eyes open and let's look up, for our redemption draweth nigh. I love you all very much. I'll see you in the next video.